Hello everyone, this is FDV the Deer Egg, here to bring you another pro level cast today between Life as the Blue Zerg in the bottom left, or bottom right, versus Supernova as the Cyan Terran. Whoa, these are going to be confusing colors in the top left. The map, of course, is Whirlwind LE, and, wow. So, does this sound seem odd to you? I don't know. I don't know why I'm even asking, because even if it did seem odd, you wouldn't be able to tell me, right? Well, you won't until this comes out, anyways, by which time I will have it, fixed, most likely. Should there be any problems, I will definitely identify whether or not that is the truth. Either way, we are seeing the extract trick, and we'll see what both these players do. This is Game 3 in a best-of-3 series, with Life and Supernova having one game each under their belt. We'll see what happens now. Whew. Oh gosh, I must confess I'm almost just completely out of it for this cast. No idea what I'm going to say, no idea what to talk about, just gotta keep talking, gotta keep those gaps to a minimum. Basically, it's just, whoa, it's like, what time is it? Oh my gosh, it's 12:30 a.m. And I don't even know how late I was up last night. So yeah, I am dead on my feet, but I'm not on my feet, and that's the joy of a laptop. You'll notice that it says 96% charging. That's because, you know what, this is a laptop. I don't have to be on my feet. Take that, society. I don't know how that works, but sure it does. well, I guess in some ways it does make sense, because, you know, normally... Oh, by the way, Command Center first. Interesting choice. Thought I should point that out before continuing on with my little rant. Either way, in the society of gamers, I mean, like, we have Dark Voice, my good friend and ally, who talks about how he's, you know, sitting bolt upright, or, you know, in the ergonomically correct positioning at his computer desk with his, you know, he has a desktop computer with his Razer. No, I think he has a Death Adder. Or Death Adder Razer set. I'm forgetting whether or not they were two different types of mouse. I know that the company, I think the company is Razer, and Death Adder is the name of the mouse that they make. They also make something called the Naga too. Very, very nice mice. Yeah, they're very, very nice hardware. If you ever want to get them, you really should. I'd highly recommend it. I mean, like, I think the newest one has like 6,000 DPI or something like that. It's ridiculous. In contrast, Dark once told me my trackpad probably has like 100 DPI. Like, for me to do this, I mean, it takes 2 swipes across the entire thing for me to go from one corner to the next of my screen, whereas for Dark Voice it only takes him like barely any motion at all. Either way, we are going to have these units finally beginning to scout, going to be seeing what they can see. Eventually they are going to find each other. By that time, both of them will be more than ready to deal with the other. Not going to be able to deny that SCV, much as he might like to. It would be fantastic for him if he could keep his opponent in the dark as much as possible. He will keep him from getting inside the main base, although at this point there isn't really much he could discover. That gas, certainly, and the fact that he hasn't well, yeah, I guess it wouldn't really matter. No, he does have Zergling speed on the way, so the fact that he is still mining gas is something quite relevant. Oftentimes you won't see gas quite so early. I do believe you take double gases at 6 minutes as Zerg. I am not quite 100% certain, but hey, whatever. Anyways, you are seeing the factory and the reactor as per usual. Everything going according to plan, except I feel like we should have seen a third base out of Life, so maybe Life is planning to be really aggressive here. And we are seeing a pretty quick lair here. I think lair is 7 minutes, hive is 12. I could be totally wrong, but I feel like Life is going to be going for some sort of tech play. Perhaps Mutalisk, because we aren't seeing a Roachworn down. So I'm feeling that he's going to be going for a fast Mutalisk, a 2-base Mutalisk kind of play. We'll see what he does do, and we will see what Supernova does. Well, we already know what Supernova is doing, and my mouse is frozen, if you're wondering. There we go. By the way, I love how this mist effect. I really need to figure out how to do this for my own my own map making. Either way, we do have some lings there going to be lined up for those Hellbats, and a medevac on the way, so perhaps this is actually a Hellbat drop, which would be very, very interesting. I would definitely enjoy seeing that. And all those lings just die. Oh, that's painful. And the spire coming down in a sort of odd location. I feel it's odd anyways. I guess it's going to give him vision of this area. I can't really argue with that too much. Now, can I? These Hellions, of course, will be able to make it in, probably to discover what is going on. 4 Hellions should be enough to take this on, I would think. Of course, Speedlings do quite well versus Hellions on creep. I mean, it sounds odd to say that Zerglings do well versus Hellions, but they actually kind of do. It's sort of funny. Anyway, we're going to be seeing them scouting out, and once they discover there isn't a base, that is going to be a tip-off that something is coming, because normally you would see a 3rd base, and there isn't one. Not even a whole lot of defense either, which is, no roaches, which would, of course, have been already perhaps used to deal with the Hellions, and, oh, that drop denied right there. Nice work by, Life. We are going to be seeing those Hellbats drop off, though, all of a sudden, as the Hellions try to move in from the side. I think he's going to lose. No, he is not, but he did get the scout out on the... Oop, that was Alex UA. He did get the scout out on the spire just as it was about to burst. It's going to have that engineering bay coming down, but will it be done in time? I do not think so. We're having Mutalisks already coming out way before that is going to be finished. Of course, Mutalisks are very, very quick. I'm definitely going to be able to stop this in its tracks. The Queen will be trying to move off creep, trying to defend this. But they zoom away. Either way, the Mutalisks are getting born and are going to proceed across the map. We have a 3rd base coming down as well. Sort of a little bit risky, if you ask me. The missile turrets are coming down, but will they be done in time? 25 seconds. I believe they will. I believe these Mutalisks are not going to be able to get too much done. But we shall see. And the missile turrets are indeed finishing up. Does manage to pick some stuff off. Not actually able to get a whole lot done here. Yep, yeah, there's not much that he can do with these Mutalisks, and they're just going to go on home. He probably could have picked this off if he'd wanted to, if he'd known about its existence. Anyway, by the way, I used to think that pro players didn't do supply drops. It's just so interesting to see that they do. I'm just sort of curious about supply drops. I wonder upon which circumstances one might decide to do a supply drop. A couple of idle workers, sure, it's just fine. They work hard, they do their time, whatever, it's all alright. Anyways, you do have a lot of Mutalisks on the field now. And a Baneling nest coming up. Life just going to be very aggressive with this. The question is whether or not it matters, because we have a little bit of a push coming here. Don't know if it's a denied creep spread or what. He will be able to pick off that medevac if he isn't careful. No, he doesn't have to be careful there. Do have, and what's he going to be able to get? Not a whole lot by the looks of it. This has become sort of an intense... I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, folks. It's difficult. Let's just say that. Let's just say I am tired, and it's one of those kinds of casts where you're just exhausted, and it's difficult to even attempt to do anything, like, at all. What a day, folks. Listen, I don't even know why you know why I'm casting this, folks? Because I want to. Because I want to bring you Life vs. Supernova. Because Buzz Bomb. Listen, it's just what you do. It's the right thing for me to do, is to bring you this game at great personal sacrifice of my health. All these creep tumors are going to die. Can't really engage this, but he's just trying to be more mobile, which is going to be difficult. He's basically relying on Stim to keep him out of the range of these Mutalisk, Bane, and Ling. Not sure how successful he's going to be, but he is macroing up another little bit of an army back at home and securing his third base. All very well and good. The fourth base coming down for life. See what he does with all of his income. Mutaling, this is quite an intense micro battle. I must confess that if I were him, I might have just gone for it and probably died and lost everything. But it does look like life is being, or not life, Supernova is being sort of pushed back across the map. Oh, wow. Blah. Anyway, we are going to be seeing these Mutalisks move over here. Not really sure what's going on. I feel like they're simply trying to avoid that in the medevac over here. What is that? I'm going to go with 2 Marauders, 2 Marines. Nope, those are Widowmines and 4. Whoa, how did I mess that up? Oh, God. Oh. Listen, folks, it's just weird. Anyway, everything going according to plan. Might be seeing a bit of a move out by both players. It should be interesting to see what precisely goes on here. I'm not really sure if life has the units to defeat this. What I do know is that all of a sudden Supernova has been caught with his pants down and he's got Ling Bane inside his main base and Mutalisks. Now this is not a position you want to be in as Terran at all, is to all of a sudden realize that yeah, you're just a little bit behind. Banelings everywhere. At the very least they won't be used on his army, and that's actually a big plus here. He's going to be losing a lot of workers here, though. Oh yeah, that's a painful amount of workers, and the command center goes down as well. Oh, he's going to be rebuilding it immediately, but how much can he really do, as all of a sudden we have them inside his third base too. These just, oh yeah, the workers killed. This is just, oh my goodness, 42 workers killed, and he's not, and this isn't even stopping. He's going to try and get more out of this if he can. It's just been, this is crazy. Even a contaminate going down on that starport going to be delaying medevac production. All of a sudden, Supernova's in almost the worst of spots. I will say though that when we are talking about army supply, I don't think he's really all that bad. He sort of can just push and try to end this now, but we are going to be seeing Lings and we're running right back in, not going to be letting him produce, which of course is going to be a very big deal. If he cannot produce, he won't be able to match at all his opponent, especially when his opponent is on so many more bases and has so much more production and income, and the Banes are finishing that off. Basically, I think he's all medevac now at this point, stimming away with the last bit of health he has from those Banelings. But the thing is they won't stop coming. That's the problem. He has absolutely nothing when it comes to workers. That, oh god, that 45 killed is just going to be stick with me all night long, or all morning long, I guess. Because morning now. Oh my god, why am I awake? I don't even care. This game is like caffeine on steroids. It's caffeine on caffeine. That's what it is. Is there even enough units here to take that out? Yeah, there is. Nope, there's the GG from Supernova. Couldn't deal with the Mutalisks, and life takes the series. This has been FDV of the Deer Egg, here to say I am going to bed, folks. Why am I even awake? Whew. Because StarCraft. Have a